Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Bropinionated, the show that has nothing to do with everything. I'm one of your hosts, Connor Biddle, and as always, I'm joined by a man who just looks so leisurely today. It's astonishing. He looks so comfy, so cozy, so unbelievable. Jesse Squiddle.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's just kind of like a chill vibe today. It's very, very cold in Los Angeles this morning. It's very, very cold in my apartment. There is something amiss going on.
No, there's not. Literally 3 weeks ago, you were talking about, I'm in a furnace. I can't believe this. I hate my life.
Yeah.
And now we're in maybe a slightly temperate climate where it's a little bit chilly, a little nippy, and you seem to also be unwell.
It's early in the episode, and you got me bent over barrel there.
Goddamn with the
you got me bent over barrel right now, and I don't really know where I'm going to go, so I'm going to lash out right now. I don't like your vibe. You need to change.
What?
You need to behave differently.
No.
Now, here's something I've been thinking about recently. I like sort of doing like podcast cliches. Okay.
Okay.
So here's something I've been thinking about recently.
Yeah.
Or, we took a deep dive into the study. I listen to a lot of health podcasts, and it's always like studies. You know.
Yeah. I'm not on board yet because
always
that seems
studies,
good.
dude.
That seems good.
It's always like research, bro.
Right.
You and I, we don't do research.
No.
We don't do studies. No. That would be fun if we conducted a Bropinionated study.
I'm
Get
down
out
to
in the
do
field,
a study.
get out in the mud, get our hands dirty, and really kind of study up.
Or maybe, what do you
Brush
think
up.
a study is? Because it sounds like you think it's like running around town and sort of like talking to people and then reporting
That's
back.
not that far off from what a study is.
What's a study?
Well, it's like you ask somebody something, and then you ask somebody something different, but you tell them it's a placebo effect.
No, that's absolutely not a study.
That does sound wrong now that I say it.
It's absolutely dead wrong. That's absolutely dead wrong. That's
I didn't study a lot in science. I didn't do a good job.
okay,
I didn't do
that's
great
all
in
right.
science.
That's all right. That's all right.
If now rate and subscribe below if you did great in science, because I could really learn something from you.
Yeah, I would like some comments from scientists.
I
something
had something that I wanted to talk about off the top of the episode, and I can't remember what it was, but I'm going to just quickly pivot from that. We're going to spin from there. Guy comes up to me yesterday. I'm sitting on this sidewalk. I'm waiting for my in-laws. My in-laws are in town. Humble brag. I got in-laws. And so, guy walks past me. I'm on my phone. He's got like 96 dogs with him. He's a dog walker.
Right.
Walks past me. We smile. Whatever. Keep going. 5 minutes go by. He walks past me going the opposite direction. And he goes, he looks at me. He goes, "Hey, man, you dropped your phone." And I was like, "Oh, shoot. Okay. I didn't know what to do." Right?
Because you had it. To be clear, you have it.
So I kind of made like a I don't know, gesture at the ground. He goes, "Just kidding, man. You're holding it." And then he just kept walking on and like kind of whistling, kind of like he just nailed it. And now I've been trying to rack my brain. Was that a nice conversation? Was there good intents behind that?
No.
Was he trying to get me?
Bad intentions.
Was that a bad intention?
Exclusively.
Was he trying to dig me?
He was trying to dig you and dag you.
He was trying to dig and dag?
He was trying to dig and dag you, dude. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. That's tough. Now, I'm actually feeling a little curious about your reaction. You said that you gestured to the ground, which was something I was wondering about because I'm not able to track.
Well, he was pointing to the ground, and I thought maybe he meant like he lost his phone. I don't know. He said, you dropped your phone. And I think maybe he said, I dropped my phone. I don't know. Like he was talking about himself. So he pointed at the ground, and then I pointed at the ground. So now both me and him are pointing at the ground. And then he goes, "Just kidding, you're holding it."
Now, was this a charming fellow?
No, not really. Not
not
particularly charming. Not a ton of charisma. But he was nice. I think in a way that was not nice at all. You know what I'm saying?
Cutting.
He was a backstabber.
He was a scathing, backstabbing betrayer.
I could tell that this man, he exclusively hangs out around dogs.
Oh, yeah.
He does not hang out with people because people cannot stand his energy.
I'm picturing now these are jokes he makes with his dogs. He practices them on the dogs.
Hey, you dropped your leash. Just kidding. You're holding it. He's like, "No, I'm holding it."
Wait a minute. Let me try this one out on a person. Maybe that's what I need.
In my mind, his name's Wally.
Wally?
That's what I've dubbed him in my mind.
I like Wally.
Now, Wally's going to parties, and he's trying this joke on everybody. Hey, you dropped your sweatshirt. And they're like, "What?" He's like, "You wearing it?"
Wait, if that joke gets made enough, I think I'm all in. On
Hey,
Wally.
hey, you dropped your socks.
I mean, that sounds like a
Just
person
getting you
who.
wearing it.
That sounds like a person. You know how like extroverts are energized by like just being around other people. This guy is just energized by looks of confusion. I think that there's got to be a word for that. Just like he loves when someone goes, "What?" and then he just is now, and then he whistles along with his day. He's like, "Got one. That's an hour worth of
He
energy."
literally walked off whistling and spinning the leash.
No
He's spinning
way.
one of the dogs, one of the little dogs. He's spinning it like a cane. And he was whistling, and I was like, this guy, like, and I am somebody who has lived my life making bad jokes and trying to make lemonade out of it. Right.
But,
For instance, I recently pushed my wife to the edge. We don't say her name on this podcast, obviously.
she's not a sponsor. I don't
And
know.
if she would sponsor it, we might,
depending on the threshold,
depending
of
on the amount of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I live my life making jokes that go just a little bit, they're not too far, not like edgy comedy, but like just maybe a little bit annoying, right? For instance, we were at dinner with a couple. We didn't know them super well, but we knew them relatively well. We just didn't know one. We didn't know the guy. We knew the woman. So the guy says, he's like, "I'm a lefty. You're a lefty too, right?" I said, "Yeah, I am a lefty." And I said, "My wife's a lefty. That's why we both wear our rings on our left hand
Right.
to signify that we're lefties."
I actually don't
And
hate that.
that joke that I made right there, I don't know what it was about that joke. It pushed my wife to the edge.
Oh no.
She was like, "You can't."
Was it a later
there was something-
situation
I think
where
it
it
was
was like,
because I
hey,
had
you
made
can't
59
make
jokes
those
before that. I had done my top 59, and then that was my 60th.
Your top
and
59 are zingers.
I get 59 done before apps come out.
But then once
I'm
your
pre-app
60th comes in,
59.
it's like 10 out of 10 jokes for 59, and then the 60th is like negative.
No,
100.
they're bad. They're bad.
Bad.
So
But wait,
I said,
now
"Oh
did
yeah,
your
we
wife?
both wear. That's why we wear our rings on our left hand to show that we're lefties." And I got out just a real kind of kick out of it. I thought it was hilarious.
Now, what was the reaction?
Oh, it was not positive.
Was it like?
It was grotesque. It was grotesque. It was a table flip and a bit of a and a bit of a spicy meatball directly to my eye.
Are you serious? Is that why your eyes are messed up today?
Yeah, no, that's why I've been cross-eyed since we got here. That's why.
Wait, okay, we got to get into the actual episode. But,
Sorry.
because today's a really important day.
You do seem to be hot about something.
No, I'm not hot about something
Okay,
yet
no, you seem to be not hot about something.
because I want to mention a little something that you might hate,
You
which
wanted
is
to do this off the top, and I went way off book.
yeah, you did. Now today's a really special day for us because as we promised, all million of you, we hit 1,000 followers.
Yes, we
All
did.
million of our fans, we hit 1,000 followers
On TikTok, baby.
on TikTok, and we want to do a special pod every time we hit 1,000 followers. That might change.
Every 1,000 followers,
That
we're
could
gonna
change.
do a little bit of a waffle pod.
No, a special pod. We
Every
don't have to
1,000
commit
followers,
to
we're gonna do
waffle
something
pod
that's
every time.
waffle pod.
Maybe we'll pull
We're
the
gonna do a
masses, see
waffle-based
what they
thing.
want to do. Nope, not always waffles.
We're gonna try to
I
do
feel like
something
you're not
similar.
able to
but
track
we're gonna do something in the
anything I'm
realm
saying.
of waffles.
No, we're not. It can be anything. It can be anything.
I love waffles, dude.
Okay.
You need to stop trying to take them away from me.
I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. You can have waffles else time.
Also, I brought out peanut butter and syrup, which I believe are the two most common things you should put on waffles, and you don't like syrup for shit, right?
I don't like syrup.
This is something I'm not hot about this specifically today, but this is something I've been hot about forever. You don't like syrup. You don't put syrup on anything.
Yeah.
It's psychopathic behavior.
I think everyone has multiple psychopathic traits.
You do seem to be hot about something. Is it your psychopathic behavior or what's going on? Talk to me, big dog.
It's not my psychopathic behavior. It's not at all. And
Okay, what is it? What is it then, sweet? What is it, sweet fellow?
I really wanted to talk about something I've been thinking about of late.
What's going on?
And I'm feeling a certain type of way. And just ignore if I take a couple bites of waffle.
I should probably have a bite, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I mean, this is waffle pod.
I will say I fucked up. I made these way too early,
They're honestly,
and they're super cold
they're
now
honestly completely fine.
because we are in a frozen tundra of an apartment.
Listen, dude, I'm feeling a type of way about something. I really, really want to bring it up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's. That's what the show literally is. That's why we have all the.
Do I have
microphones and
space?
stuff.
Do I have space to bring this up?
You're in a safe space. You can be vulnerable. You can be sweet. You can be sweet.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about office jokes.
Okay, like The Office.
No, not The Office. Not The Office at all.
Okay.
Working in any sort of professional environment
Yeah.
that isn't comedy, the bar for jokes is so goddamn low that you actually can't be too funny. There is a middle ground where the funniest person at the office is usually going to be, in the grand scheme of things, low end of funny.
Not that funny of a person.
Not a funny person, but at the office,
But they got off. Oh, so there's like an office.
there's like because if you come into the office like kind of zany, wacky,
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
not
annoying.
gonna work.
Yeah.
So you need to like make bad jokes that everyone loves, though. I feel like so many people, we're on a call or whatever. Someone says like, "Thank God it's Friday, right?" And then people go, and like, wait, do that again. That's it. That's everyone on a call.
This guy over here.
But literally,
Yeah.
everyone laughs because any joke, I think, maybe just takes us out of like how we're just working. So the slightest deviation, it can be the smallest thing, like thank God it's Friday, or like thank God we got a long weekend. Imagine we didn't have Monday off. And you're just like, I hate that everyone's laughing at this. You're not willing to give this to me?
No. I love it. I think it's because you have to be professional in a professional setting. And if you are unprofessional, you're making unprofessional jokes like, wow, Susan's dress. Oh my God. Like they're doing stuff like that. Like that's not funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to hear that shit. But there is sort of an intonation, a play on the fact that we're professionals.
Right.
That is fun. But it's not actually funny outside of work at all.
I don't even know if it's funny in work, but it's like we pretend it's funny because we may as well. Like, I'd rather just giggle at, or like just like the boss as well. If anyone above you is making a joke, always.
Is there something to kind of that brown nosing fake laugh that everybody should perfect?
You're gonna want to
in
get
their
a
business
good
life?
laugh.
Because I mean, I'm a recently retired 14-year professional athlete.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing for the last baker's dozen years. Now I'm into the professional setting now, and I'm having a good time. I got like my team. We got good people. I would say that our bar for comedy is maybe a little bit higher because we're a small startup, and it's a little bit more of an intimate vibe. It's okay for you to maybe push the boundary a tick. We're kind of a younger crowd.
Yeah.
But like, I'm coming in with just heat or knock jokes, and I'm getting nothing back.
Yeah, dude, because you're coming with knocks, bro.
Well, I'm viewing my Zoom all hands meeting as like an opportunity to do like my 5-minute set.
No.
And I do find myself skewing to comedy a little too hard, leaning on it a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we were just talking about it earlier in this episode where I'm saying, I have a tendency to make one too many jokes. It's my flaw as a person. And that's not totally cool when you're in a work setting. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a little bit risky.
What character is that?
It's just a little bit risky, all right. It's sort of like Scarface's kid. That he didn't really like that much.
I like that. That's good. You're Scarface Jr. That's a cool
crazy.
character. All right, we're gonna get to our sponsor, and then we'll be right back with more Bropinionated. Today's podcast is brought to you by a very special sponsor. Be a difference maker. Be a rebel. Dare to be different. This podcast is brought to you by Hard Toothbrushes. Hard Toothbrushes. Not sure how they're in business because I don't know any single person that uses them. But if you have like maybe more plaque than tooth at this point, break out a hard toothbrush and really just try to scrub away at that thing. Hard toothbrushes, no dentist has ever recommended it to any person ever, not once in the history of time. And yet they are still in the stores. And I literally don't know why anyone would use it. But maybe you are one of those people, in which case rate and subscribe below and let us know how it's going. Hard toothbrushes, they're for people with a lot of plaque and not a lot of teeth. Let's get back to the show.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Bropinionated. I just want to really quickly call out that I'm not sure that we've made a big enough hubbub about the waffles in our waffle pod. So I just wanted to make a hubbub. Waffles.
Dude, you are obsessed with these fucking waffles, man. I don't even understand. Why? What do you want?
You're
people
not
to,
having them.
Do you want people to like clap for you? Do you want me to clap for you?
You're
clap
not
for
having them.
Fine, I'll have. All right.
It's just like
actually pretty good.
Yeah, they are good. These Kodiak. Mm-hmm. I love a Kodiak waffle.
Not a sponsor.
Now, I just want our people to feel like when we promised them a waffle pod, they voted for this waffle pod. And I want them to feel like at least it was somewhat uniquely a waffle pod. So you chewing and eating waffles is exactly what I'm after.
Fine.
I'm after some sound bites of me yelling at you about waffles.
Fine.
I'm after clips of me waving a waffle around. Okay?
Yeah.
Because we need that, Jesse.
Yeah.
Because our fans will lose their shit. Do you understand our fans are the most volatile fans in podcasts?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely, they are.
They'll rip us to shreds.
I can't have that. All right.
Now, dude, I've been feeling from you some sort of, what is that? Anger emanating from your soul? It's fervor.
It's confusion as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You've been confused about something?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
So I'd like to talk to you about something that's been afflicting me for a large chunk of my life, which is motion sickness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, motion sickness, something that does not make sense to me. There are a few things in this world that don't make sense to me. Motion sickness is one of them. Boats is another one. Giant ships. Don't understand.
Yeah.
How are you floating?
Fair.
Why are you floating?
Why are you floating is the key question.
I can't
Why
float.
would you do that?
I can't stand in the water, and yet you're a megaton, it weighs 1 billion pounds, and it's just, it's fine. It floats.
Yeah,
it floats in a small stream. That's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Are you envious of boats?
I'd like to be a little bit more boat-like, I suppose. But that sort of leads me to motion sickness.
Yeah.
Which I find fascinating because I was thinking, so we had a friend come to visit us recently, and she gets severe motion sickness. And I don't think she'll mind me airing her dirty laundry on the podcast.
Yeah,
she's not a sponsor, so obviously I won't say her name. But she had to wear doctor-prescribed motion sickness patches on the back of her ears while she flew across the country.
Wow.
So she wears them, and you have to wear them for like 24 hours. Mm-hmm. And she's actually feeling fine. She gets through the flight, and then she gets here, and she takes the patches off, and then she proceeds to just go like half blind.
What?
Just can't see for like 48 hours. She's
What
just
do
like,
you mean?
She can't, like, she can see far, but her nearsightedness or nearsightedness, she like can't see. Like we're at a restaurant. We're looking at the menu. We need to read her the menu because she just can't see it. Yeah. So
that's horrifying.
Yeah. And the doctor was like, oh yeah, that's fine. And we were like, that's not fine. That's not fine at all, actually. So anyway, that got me thinking about motion sickness. And I was thinking about this. Okay, you drive in a car. You sit in the passenger seat, and you get car sick. You sit in the back seat, you get car sick, right? I've gotten car sick my whole life. But you drive the car, and you don't get car sick. So you're telling me, if I just pretend to drive the car, I'm not going to get car sick? Is that a thing? So what, if I just pretend to drive the plane? Am I not going to get plane sick?
I think you might be onto something there.
So here's my idea. We sell steering wheels.
Glue them on.
We sell steering wheels that you can just hold. If I just go like this, so for those of the listeners at home, now I'm just air driving. If I just go like this, do I not get car sick? Is that...
Now, is it because, are we not getting car sick as drivers because we are focused on driving, so we're not really paying attention?
Yeah, look, I understand.
Or because we're, like, when we're driving, we know what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen.
But I'm also just like, I know what's going to happen when I make a left turn.
Also, as a passenger anywhere,
not surprised
know
when
what's happening.
Like, oh, we're making a right turn. Like, my brain is just like, we're making a right turn. I had no idea.
I also get it from, like, if you're first time in a car And your brain's like, oh, it's the first time in a car. So yeah, I'm confused.
I've been in cars for so long.
So long.
So many times.
Decade.
Most
You're
of the
so
time.
good at being in cars. by the way.
I get in a car and I'm just like, I'm comfortable, dude.
I know this place.
I've been here before. And yet, as soon as it starts moving, or if I look at my phone for 1 second, I feel like I'm going to vom everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
But now if I
without a
just, air drive,
Well-
am I fine? My solution is just, no matter where we go, you just carry like fucking Dramamine or whatever. No, get that out of here. Steering wheel.
Done.
Just pretend
and
that
it's
you're
a stick
driving.
on. It's a quick stick on.
It's a quick stick on.
Like, what do you think? It's not a stick on?
It's obviously a stick on.
What?
You just stick it on.
Just stick it on your
and then
side.
you pretend you're driving.
Or if you're in the back
and
seat,
you won't get motion sick anymore.
stick it on the back seat, and we all are driving.
There you go. Everybody's driving.
That's genius. I mean,
Anyway.
that's obviously genius. You can buy that now at steering wheel stickonsteeringwheel.com. Those are ready. Please go to that site. Those are ready for sale.
Yeah. We can handle it.
and-
We can handle the bandwidth.
The one thing I want to say about a little bit is I also find that I get car sick, particularly when I'm hungry and in a passenger seat, which is another addition to what in the world are we doing, brain? What are you doing? Because I'm hungry and I'm wiggling around slightly differently than maybe you think I should. And you're like, I'm going to get sick. Let's make this fucking guy sick. He's really going to do this to us right now?
It is because I'm on my phone, so I don't know which way the car is going to go. Or, we made a left, but my brain thought that we were going to go straight. So now I didn't eat a waffle today, so I can't fucking, it's just, oh my God, just shut up.
Stop. Just like literally stop.
It's the
doing
most
that.
embarrassing thing there is to get motion sick.
It's so pathetic.
I hate it.
It's literally pathetic.
I hate
and now
being
to be
motion sick
clear,
around people.
we're coming at our brains as being pathetic.
Oh yeah,
in general.
There's nothing wrong with you as a person. Like
You're
you live
amazing.
your truth. Like if you
Like,
get
you're
motion sick,
so
like be
smart.
honest about it.
I just love you.
But know that your brain
You're
is
so
embarrassing.
great, and I just love that about you.
But your brain is embarrassing.
Yeah, but your brain needs to go back to school.
Oh, the brain is the most complicated thing in the world.
Oh, yeah,
so
right.
impressive.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
Yeah, fucking save it, dude. I look at one text message, I'm sick.
Like, that's not
I made a left turn, I thought I was gonna go straight, I'm sick. It's not impressive.
It's not impressive. People say our brains are like still more power. Our processing ability is so much better than a computer. It's like, no, it's not. A computer doesn't get fucking motion
My
sick.
brain is a Game Boy Advance at best.
At best, probably not.
On a good day,
on the best. By the way, on the best
when
day.
I'm fully torqued on Adderall and I have 9 cups of coffee in me, I'm a Game Boy Advance tops. Otherwise, I'm an Atari. Most of the time, that's kind of stasis.
That someone took a hammer.
I am
to.
an Atari at stasis.
I'm an Atari that has been smashed to bits.
I am a hammered Atari at stasis. At my best, I'm a Game Boy Advance. In the middle is probably a something that I'm, I don't know. I'm not.
Game Boy Color is gonna be.
I'm a Game Boy Color.
Around.
It's sometimes.
You're probably a Game Boy Color typically, and that's pretty awesome, man.
Anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about today, and we did. We talked about it. So rate and subscribe below. Follow us on TikTok. Let's keep those numbers pumping up, baby. Let's eat another waffle here soon. And also, if you hate the Waffle podcast, please just tell us because I do.
Yeah,
so,
we have no way of knowing unless you tell us. So we'll keep on eating food until we get one person saying, I hated that.
Yeah, and
then we'll stop.
We do not follow the masses. We follow individuals.
We follow just one person. Any critical thing, we will completely deviate from
We don't
everything.
follow the most voices. We follow the loudest voice.
Yes. We're also spineless. If you're listening to this and you haven't subbed to us on YouTube, that's upsetting.
That's troubling. Follow it. Yeah, sub us. Subscribe. Subscribe us on YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe us on YouTube. We're starting to put our apps up there. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
No, we're having a good time, man. We're having a good time. We're going to keep the content coming.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure. And as always, we'll see you. And as always, we'll see you.
As always, we're going to see you next week.
As always, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday.